Lincoln Park. That's just gonna happen, and I'm all for it. So Emily Armstrong, and of course the boys of Lincoln Park, Mike Shinoda, with the Emptiness Machine right here in Rockwell 2.1 KFMA in studio as we go live on the podcast broadcast a few minutes early because we got so much to get to. We got the reigning, the defending, two-time Iron Chef champion, Chef Kenneth Dante's Fire in the building. Good morning, Chef Ken.
Good morning, Tucson.
Yeah, and good morning. I'm excited for you, dude. Okay, so we got this Iron Chef coming up right around the corner.
Yep.
All right. You're in the middle of Sonoran Restaurant Week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has that been gangbusters for you? People coming out and getting their fixed price menu?
I don't know why it took me 6 years to be a part of it. I'm instantaneously regretting not jumping on this boat way sooner than I did. But yeah, we've just been ripped up, dude. Been ripped up.
And that's fantastic. It makes it so easy for diners and people out there to experience great food. And if you're an amateur foodie, what Sonoran Restaurant Week is, and there's like over 60 restaurants participating, I think 90 restaurants.
There's a stack.
A stack, dude. So restaurants are basically coming up with signature items and a fixed menu item. So at Dante's Fire, was it $45?
It's $35.
$35. Okay. And for $35, you get what?
Two petite appetizers, choice of 2 appetizers, choice of 3 entrees, and a dessert.
Okay, yeah. So basically you're picking out an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert.
Yeah.
And those choice of 2 appetizers are?
Tomato burrata and a pear and brie.
Yeah, see, I was just talking the other day about craving a burrata. So the fact that you got the tomato burrata, boom.
I did that for you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Totally for you.
All right, now what are the 3 entrees?
I got to Google that.
Pork belly.
Okay, of course, because
Chicken marsala.
Right.
Ooh.
And Thai curry shrimp.
Now, with the chicken marsala, do you make it like spicy, like Sonoran style?
No.
That's good.
No.
All right, good. Well, the burrata is a type of cheese, like a soft mozzarella. How would you describe it?
I would say if mozzarella and ricotta had a baby.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
That's texture.
It melts, and honestly, I'm surprised you haven't heard of burrata, but it seemed like burrata is kind of like gaining popularity.
Oh,
it's
God,
having its moment, right?
Yeah, it's we've had it. I've had it on the menu for pre-pandemic, so at least 5 years.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a little bit more going on than just the regular mozzarella for tomato caprese.
Yeah.
So you cut into that, it's got that liquid kind of ricotta core, and it's just all the good things in life.
It's like a spread. It's like mouth-watering.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I have to take you to Dante's Fire. The restaurant week, Sonoran Restaurant Week ends on Friday, so you got to come out and
Sunday.
Sunday.
Where
Nice.
is Dante?
Dante's Fire is on Grant and Tucson. And the spot itself is a nice, cool, like vintage, like it's high end, but you could also go there like late night and grub. Yeah, it has a cool atmosphere to it. I mean, you could ask the a proprietor right here. He knows, but I'll just go ahead and sell it. It's one of my favorite spots in town where you can get like a great cocktail, craft cocktail with some like signature like liquor and great food all the way to like midnight. I'm not talking about Applebee's cheese sticks. I'm talking like, chef cuisine from 2-time reigning defending Iron Chef champion.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
That is you.
I forgot to tell you about our cocktail. We're doing a beet bourbon drink called Beat the Heat for
Nice.
Sonoran Restaurant Week.
Okay.
Yeah, see, everything's signature on that. We want to look at that menu. We're going to talk Tucson Iron Chef because you're going in this. Do you realize you have bad blood with your opponent?
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, this is going to be like a grudge match when you're going into that. We had Chef Anthony on yesterday.
Why do I have bad blood?
I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you why on the podcast. I'll even show you. But there's a war of words, and I'm like, oh my God, this is a grudge match. So when you're going in to try to get that elusive three-peat, and are you retired if you win 3 in a row?
The only other time it's happened, that was the end result.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and that was Chef Ryan from Casino del Sol. So if you're going for that, the elusive three-peat, which has only happened once before, or twice before if you count Jordan, okay? No, yeah, I said it. So that's what you're going for. But this year, I feel like you have like a Drago type of competition because you got a chef coming in that not only wants to take that crown from you, he wants to take it in blood.
Nice.
So, yeah, we're going to talk more about that on the podcast broadcast stream, youtube.com/beefvegan, or keep it right here because we'll have more with Chef Ken right after this. It's Rock 102.1. All right, we're just on the stream right now. Yeah, I'll tell you why. Chef Ken. I think you hurt his feelings.
How did I do that?
I'll tell you why. This is what he said yesterday, and it caught me by a surprise. He said that he was videotaping, right, or filming. You reveal the winner.
Mm-hmm.
And on camera, like when you get the envelope, you open up the envelope, you see who the winner's going to be, and you roll your eyes. And then you sit there, right? And then you make the announcement, and he has it on film, and he had to show his like colleagues and his managers, like, hey, am I tripping? Or is this motherfucker rolling his eyes right now?
All right, you want to know where I rolled my eyes?
Yeah, yes, so you rolled your eyes.
Me.
Okay, yes.
Because they put Obon, not his name,
Oh.
in the thing I was supposed to read.
Right, okay. Yeah, Obon is not the chef. That's
No.
the place where he is
It
the
wasn't
chef
Meet the
at.
restaurant. It was Meet the Chef.
Yeah. Okay. See, it's a simple misunderstanding. See, and I knew, see, because I'm like, Chef Ken's my boy, man. Why do you hate him? I felt bad. And, it was a weird thing. But at the same time, I got to lean into grudge matches. I'm like, we're going to sell twice the amount of tickets right now. It's a UFC-style knife fight,
Yeah,
But,
get it, Gossip Girl.
yeah, dude. So they just put Obon, lazy as fuck. And then you
So
roll
then
your
there's
eyes.
beef with whoever made the envelope.
Yeah.
That's the real beef. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the envelope guy.
All right.
The envelope.
I'm going to
He
make
was-
sure.
He was the I called it. To me, I was like, that's who's going up on stage, because I thought it was definitely the best bite. So he did real well.
And he said that you said that to him beforehand too. You went by and you're absolutely right. I'm an idiot because I always call it the wrong way. I don't know what the judges are looking for, but I literally on camera I'm telling him that he had the dynamite bite of the night, and it did. Like his like sushi concoction with hibiscus and everything he put together. When you put that in your mouth, you were like, oh, like yeah, it blew you away. It was that good. But I thought since it was so in his lane, since he was a sushi chef offering sushi to the judges, that would count against him.
Yeah.
But I was reminded after it was revealed the winner, what you said to me last year at Iron Chef after you won for the second time, because I went up to Chef Ken and I said, I didn't know if you were gonna win, man, because Chef Devin, he had such like great looking dishes, and Chef Ken goes, "That's why I'm the chef and you're the fucking DJ." Okay.
Sounds like something I'd say.
That's exactly what you said. You were riding high, and
There's a
I'm like,
reason they keep
damn.
me in the kitchen, because my personality gets a little abrasive.
no, but that I was like, point taken. I was wrong, and I admit that. So, all right, well, that's good to know. I'm gonna send Chef Anthony that clip as well. That the Obon thing, and that makes sense. You know, because you're not gonna sit there and just be like, psh. Because out of all of them, you knew that was the best bite, but you also knew a lot of the chefs there, like Chef Matt Cable.
Yeah.
Obviously would have been great if Chef Matt went against you. You guys have history, and some of the other chefs that you competed with before. But yeah, besides Chef Matt, who else were you kind of concerned about potentially winning?
I thought it was Obon that was going to win it. Zio and Barnyard I kind of had high marks for. So
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be one of those three.
Yeah, Barnyard was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
That was a good dish. Barnyard is a good setup too. Have you been there?
I haven't.
I haven't been there yet, but it looks
live in my
amazing.
little bubble most of the time, and it's really annoying.
You're working too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still doing the sexy grilled cheese? Like you're doing
Yeah.
food trucks?
Still doing that.
Where's the food trucks going out next?
What is
It's
a
going
sexy
nowhere
grilled
this
cheese?
month.
Huh?
It's going nowhere this month.
Nice.
We had two things booked, and one of them was a corporate thing, and they closed it down because it was too close to the holiday. So it would have been the 5th or whatever.
Okay.
And then we got a huge catering on the 19th, which was the only other day we were supposed to be out, so we had to cancel it.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you're so busy anyway, so does it? But
Yeah.
to answer your question, Yaz, the Sexy Grilled Cheese company is basically a ghost kitchen inside Dante's Fire that started up during pandemic, and it is
like the burger den inside of Denny's.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's so many places. Like I was craving chicken wings, right? Like last week, and I'm looking through wings places, and of course, chicken wing places are so expensive now, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the Wooden Nickel.
Nice.
You gotta go to the Wooden
Joey.
Nickel.
Yeah,
See?
okay, look.
See?
Joey.
Yes. Okay. Yes. And you're right. If I wasn't such a stoner introvert, so I just wanted to stay home, eat chicken wings, and be a loser. So So I'm looking on my restaurant delivery app for that, and I came across a place where I'm like, okay, they got some options here, and little combos, like chicken wings and fries, great. I'll order it from here, and I was like, I'm thinking about picking it up to save a couple bucks. So I look at the map, and I'm like, huh, that's weird. So I like zoom in on it. It's inside the Chili's.
There's a bunch of those canned concepts right now, and it's
See?
because there's 2 of those that are grilled cheese that are in town.
Oh, really?
One's at IHOP and one's at Denny's.
Yeah, interesting, right? And well, I'm not mad at them because that's smart for them to continue to generate. If like apps like Uber Eats and DoorDash are going to allow you to rebrand and say whatever, and you still have a kitchen, you still have to follow all the different like laws and guidelines. Then sell a bunch of different food.
Yeah.
Going in there, and you did the same thing. You were kind of on it before everyone else kind of got on it.
Yeah, it's killing my sales. I don't like those guys.
Yeah, I know.
Buy local.
Look, you gotta compete with everything, and there's got to be a way to advertise local on there, right? But
there is. The whole thing's turned into a sham where now you can pay to get higher listing levels on the apps and stuff like that. So it's just turned into a shell game.
yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of that. Yeah. So what was your most decadent grilled cheese you ever had, Ryan?
Ooh. You know, it's funny. I went deep sea fishing one time,
Okay.
and
This is a grilled cheese story?
I got to tie in here. All right.
deep sea fishing on the boat, they had like a little kitchen there, and they were just serving up like bacon grilled cheeses,
Okay.
and they were so good for no reason on this little boat out in the middle of the ocean.
You were hungry.
So just
deep
grilled
sea
cheese and then put some bacon in it.
But that's what
Yeah.
makes it so good.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
being
expect that good
starving.
of a grilled cheese while you're fishing for tuna.
No.
It was so good.
And there
I had,
was
like,
no
2 of them.
seafood in it whatsoever, huh?
No, it's just bacon grilled cheese. It was probably like Wonder white bread. It wasn't even anything special.
Like the
But it's
Sonic
so
one
good.
that looks like it got ran over by a car, all flat. And
I will say
I guarantee it was Wonder white bread and the Kraft singles that come in like the plastic. But it was so good.
I still think Baggins has a jalapeno
Oh.
popper grilled cheese.
Okay.
Baggins
Oof.
is good.
It's like
it's
it's the
just
cheese.
too
It's got
expensive
cream
for me.
cheese. It's got diced up like.
You gotta treat yourself every once in a
jalapenos,
while, beef. Come on,
chilies.
you gotta.
Treat yourself. You
Yeah, treat yourself.
go into debt and clog your arteries at the same time. I don't know.
At Baggins,
Do you
I
not
will
think
make that
that's treating yourself?
sacrifice.
Because I call that treating myself.
Well, you're young.
Going into
You're
debt and clogging
young.
my
You're
arteries.
young. Your hair looks like that. You're fine.
yeah. I mean, based off you letting your
I
hair
can
go,
afford that
nobody's
right now.
You're fine.
assuming you're making the best decisions in life. But
He's having a brat summer.
let me show you the
Hot
sexy
boy
grilled
summer.
sexy grilled cheese company menu here.
Yum.
So this is at you just Google sexy grilled cheese at Tucson or sgrilledc.com. Not the catchiest of URLs, I'll be honest with you.
Well, I try to get the characters down, dude. There's no way to make that cool.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Well,
If you have sex in there, you're going to go to a lot of wrong places.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So this is grilled cheese and salads, right? So the signature sexy grilled cheese is cheddar, mozzarella, and provolone cheese, shaved Spanish chorizo, right? With red onion jam served on toasted pretzel bread, right? That's a signature, and it's super sexy. Then if you want to get more like cheese and gluttonous, of course you have all these salads if you want to be like pretend like you're healthy.
Salads are for mom. Dad and the kids are having
There's
the
the
garbage.
super sexy, and then the sexy, and then just the
Right, yeah. So the mac and cheese grilled cheese.
what?
Yes,
Oh.
yeah. So then that's crispy mac and cheese filling, Munster cheddar cheeses served on toasted butter bread. Then of course you got the calzone grilled cheese,
Yep.
sliced
Oh.
pepperoni and salami. Is that your personal favorite?
It's my staff's personal favorite.
Okay, that makes sense though because
I'm
it
a
has
big Monte Cristo guy.
yeah. Oh, we're gonna get to that, but this one has ricotta and mozzarella on, of course, grilled butter bread. This is the fancy pants, which is beef rillettes. How do you say it?
Rillettes.
Rillettes, and then Gruyere cheese. Like, you have never messed around with grilled cheeses like this before. Caramelized onions, truffle oil served on toasted rye bread. And why the rye more so than any other, like, traditional bread?
Yeah, you needed that one to stand up. There's a lot of big flavors there.
Okay, nice. And then here's the Count de Monte Cristo. And again, they got lots of meat here. Shaved ham, Swiss cheese, roasted garlic herb, and mayonnaise, dipped in Parmesan herb, egg wash served on toasted butter bread. And I had this before. to chef's recommendation, and it's amazing. And then spinach and artichoke undipped. What?
Okay.
And then the dirty Pablo. This is something that you'll like. Yes. It's beef chorizo, smoked poblano peppers. How do you say Oaxaca cheese?
Oaxaca.
Cheese.
Oaxaca.
Yes, I know.
Oaxaca.
I know.
Wait, save yourself. Save yourself. You know what to say.
Yeah, Oaxaca.
No.
Chilaquiles.
Yeah, there it is.
All right. Red chili glazed.
He just sounds really happy when he says it.
I am really happy when I say it. The ooey gooey grilled cheese, which is all the cheese, and then cheeseburger grilled cheese, which is essentially like a patty melt. With soups and everything. So this is something that you can get inside Dante's Fire as well, but you got to kind of ask for the secret menu.
Got another handshake.
Yeah, you got to be in the know.
Asian garlic fries.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm hungry.
I'm telling you. I know. And Chef Ken gets us hungry, dude.
Oh, I want to
That's
go.
what I do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where I'm eating when I get out of here. What's going to be open?
Yeah.
Baggins is going to be open.
Baggins going to be open. The Monica's open early for the 9/11 walk that's happening at the TCC.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my gosh, the Monica has this thing where it's like a croissant and a chocolate chip cookie at the same time.
Oh, what are they calling that?
I have no idea.
Because they're going to have to come up with a name like the Bazooki.
The thing is,
yeah.
you look at it and it doesn't make sense, but it is so good because it is soft. You know, like you ever just like a soft cookie, like borderline doughy. It's just, listen, I think about it a lot.
Okay, all right. Here's another food thing too. While we're on the food tip, and we'll plug Iron Chef one more time here when we get back on the air. But so this is Dante's Fire's menu, like we mentioned, SonoranRestaurantWeek.com. Ryan, are you a single kid again, or you're still in a relationship with your girl?
No, but a new relationship.
Oh,
Already?
Yeah, of course. He's been growing his hair out. All right,
That was October, and
That was
now
October.
September. It's been almost a whole year.
Exactly. Got to bounce back, dude. And so this
I'm
week,
still waiting for my bounce back.
Boomerang.
this week you got to take this girl out to dinner, right? And it's not going to break your bank because these are all fixed prices. So, this is what Dante's menu looks like. Again, $35 a person. Chicken marsala right there. Normally is going to cost you $20 plus at any restaurant.
Yeah.
That's a fact. And if you do an appetizer and of course a dessert, and which the dessert is strawberry and pear shortcake, and with the drink special to beat the heat. So you're talking cheap, sexy. That's the way to go.
Cheap.
She doesn't need to know it's cheap.
Sexy grilled
That's
cheese.
my
not even
Tinder
cheap.
name.
Affordable. Cheap, sexy is your Tinder name.
Cheap, sexy.
Yes. But affordable is the way to go.
I hope she's not listening to this.
And you look at all this. Like all these restaurants have something going on. And I'm glad because Tucson Foodie's been behind this.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Yeah, dude. And the fact that you're like, yes, it took me 6 years to sign on, and immediately it's gangbusters. It's an overwhelming success.
I mean, we had Kega 9 in on Monday to shoot a story for us every Tuesday, and then we had the Sentinel call us for a soundbite the other day. So
a lot of press, yeah. Sonoran Restaurant Week is an overwhelming success, and it really benefits everybody involved. And it's I've been very excited to kind of share and spread the gospel on that, and I'm excited just trying to eat all this food, dude. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, it's tough. That's why I can't go to all these restaurants. So since you're young, got no kids, I got a still vegan daughter.
And you look like that.
In my unhinged phase.
Yeah.
If I was built like this, I'd eat everything.
Yes, I know. I gained 3 pounds just looking at the Sexy Grilled Cheese Company menu, dude. Just like that. It's that easy. You'll figure it out eventually, Ryan. Does your dad have a gut?
No.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work for us, man.
Get out.
It's all right. It's all right.
And he hydrates himself too. Did you
Here,
hear him
this is what-
earlier? He's like, I need to
I
get my
need to
water.
I need to go get more water.
That's what I got going
water.
for me. No one trusts a skinny chef.
That's true. I know.
There you go.
No, that's true. That's true.
I mean, you got a little bit of a gut. You're still kind of skinny though, compared to some of the other chefs. I mean,
Yeah, I've worked hard
I'm
on
not
that.
a chef. I
never
don't
be a
have
chef.
an excuse.
I can never be a chef. No one will trust me.
That's right. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're live here. That was Ryan, the game ops manager from Tucson Roadrunners. Got Yas Money in studio, and the reigning, defending, two-time Iron Chef champion, Chef Kenneth from Dante's Fire. We were talking about Sonoran Restaurant Week and how that was, how that is such a huge success for all the restaurants involved. Dante's Fire being one of those restaurants that have fixed price menu just at $35. You get an appetizer of your choice, an entree of your choice, a dessert, no choice there. And then, you got basically 3-course meal, only $35 right there at Dante's Fire. And, of course, we're just all eyes on Iron Chef. And they got you in doing the kind of press circuit. Yeah. So what did they tell you that you have to plug, like, specifically?
They didn't tell me to plug anything. They said show up. Are you sure? It's pretty early.
You're like, I got to show up to all these places?
Yeah. All right. Fine, I'll go be on the radio.
Yeah, of course, Iron Chef's happening on October 5th, right? It's right around the corner.
Yeah, it's coming up pretty fast.
Yeah, did they give you a list of what the potential secret ingredients may be?
They do not give us that until noon the day before on a Friday, so they give us no notice.
They like to be jerks, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Yeah. I see what it is.
I asked for the morning, they said no.
Okay, and you still been lobbying for center plate.
Yep.
Right.
Hard.
Yeah. And for you, the ideal center plate item would be
anything. I don't care.
Anything protein.
Yep. Anything protein.
What if they gave you tofu?
Tofu? I mean, that doesn't count.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you want something that bleeds?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bleeds. Maybe it swims. That's fine too.
Yeah. Swim would be great. Well, you know what? I mean, if it swims, you're going up against a sushi chef who...
Dude, I'm from Maryland.
Whoa.
Okay. Oh, there's a flex.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, Maryland is a big sushi community, right?
Not sushi.
Not sushi, a fish community because a lot
the
of
whole
fish.
Chesapeake Bay and the crabs and the rockfish and,
Right.
marlin and, all those good things.
Yeah, that's true. So did you have like a boat growing up, or did your family have a boat where you go out there?
My dad used to work for Pepco, and they had a pier, and they used to switch the nets that take all the water into the power plant.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my dad built nuclear reactors for a living. That's
wow.
That's cool. Yeah, dad's civil engineer. Anyway, so he'd take us out to that pier with some twine and some chicken, and we'd catch crabs all day and throw them in the steamers that were right behind us at this thing and just go crazy on it.
Nice. Have a crab bake like nonstop. But these are nuclear power plant crabs?
No.
Okay.
No.
Radioactive crabs.
Yeah. I'm like, this is
Dad
a waste
was an
pumping.
environmental engineer and a environmental lawyer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dad was real brainy.
Right. So
I cook chicken.
Would you say then seafood was your first love in the culinary arts, or no?
It was up there when I worked in Ocean City, Maryland. We could get clams just by going out into the it's not the bay, Barrier Island. I forget what it's called. And we could just dig them up and throw them right in the steamer at the restaurant. So down in D.C. there's a place called Main Avenue. My uncle took me there when I was just this tall, and slopping up oysters and having soft shells. Nice. And it's the street is a dock, and as the tide goes up and down, the height of the stalls that are selling on the side of it kind of raise and lower is really cool.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Well, then you have an advantage if it is seafood then, because even though Chef Anthony is the head chef at Obon and does specialize in sushi and has worked a lot of like sushi kitchens, he's a Tucson boy. He's still,
a Tucson, but he's got a lot more range than that. Just because he works at Oman now, a lot of people I know him.
Yeah.
So he's been around.
He's worked for a lot of people. He worked for Chef Devin Sanner of Zio Pepe. So he definitely knows the community and stuff. And again, there was initially like bad blood, like a grudge match going into this, but we actually kind of like
uncovered the real mystery there.
Yeah, we got to the bottom of this. Now, Chef Anthony, his feelings were hurt. He felt disrespected.
Let's call him.
That's actually an excellent idea.
Him.
I know. I don't know.
Let's go, Gossip Girl.
I gotta find his number, but yeah, I could get that. So I do want to kind of reveal the reason why he felt disrespected was completely a misunderstanding. Not to take away from the actual competition or the grudge going into this, because they both want to be crowned the best.
Okay,
an
maybe
Iron
don't
Chef.
tell him so he can fight harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
But
I say we don't tell him.
But
keep it a grudge
No,
match.
no,
Keep it a
I
grudge
need
match.
to tell him because this is an
come
honest
on.
misunderstanding.
You
and
tell him, girl.
and
You
It can
tell
be an
him.
honest misunderstanding after the grudge match.
Call him, dude.
oh, trust me, there'll still be a grudge, but it won't be like a blood grudge, right? I want
grudge.
this to, I want this to be
Beef is trying to
a
not get someone
brotherly
killed.
competition, right,
wants-
amongst our community. So
Beef
let's.
wants the beef.
All right, well, we're gonna get a hold of Chef Anthony and get him on the phone right after these words, keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. There, we're gonna also share some of your favorite comments from Dave Grohl outing himself as an adulterer yesterday. So much to get to on the podcast broadcast. Keep it right here. Rock 102.1 KFMA or join us youtube.com/beefvegan. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this up.
Not Grohl.
Grohl, yep. Did you not see that?
No.
So Dave Grohl made
baby.
an announcement yesterday. It was pretty wicked because Dave Grohl has a reputation being like the coolest man on the planet,
Yeah.
right? So
He's trash.
well, that's what some
You
people
had
are
a baby
saying.
outside your marriage. You had an affair. You
Let me get to it.
fathered. You're about to father somebody else.
Oh yeah, no, and that baby is born. So this affair happened 9 months ago. Now that the baby's born, here's the headline: Dave Grohl
We don't know
announces
how long
birth.
it is.
Well, maybe 16 inches, 8 pounds. I don't know. All right, so
The affair.
Dave Grohl announced birth of daughter outside of marriage, and in his official statement, which he just posted on Instagram, and again, this got people kind of like out of like it is polarizing, and I'll tell you why. But let me read the statement first. He said, "I recently become the father of a new baby daughter born outside of my marriage. I plan to be a loving and supportive parent to her. I love my wife and my children, and I'm doing everything I can to regain their trust and earn their forgiveness. We're grateful for your consideration towards all the children involved as we move forward together." Signed, Dave.
Trash.
Now, again, so this is,
He's still classier than a lot of people.
that's what I said.
It
I wrote,
sucks, but it's still pretty classy.
I'm telling you right now, one of the comments I wrote on this, I said, only Dave Grohl can out himself cheating on his wife and still come off likable. And whether you...
How many likes did you get?
I got look at 11 ha-has and 13. Yeah. Yeah, and then
I'll never
Rhonda
look at
wrote,
Facebook the same.
yes. So
It's a highlight of Beef's life.
yes.
I got 11 ha-has.
Well, first off, I go viral all the time, son. I mean, did you see me
11
getting
doesn't
slapped by
sound
Bam?
viral.
Did that go viral when you got slapped?
Yeah, I got about 14,000 on Instagram, a couple
Okay.
thousand on things.
That's
So
nice.
locally viral. I have another clip that got like 40-something thousand. Not a big deal.
Is someone
Anyways,
still trying to imitate Beef Vegan?
yeah, there's still like a
They're still
spam
out there?
page out there. Yeah, for sure. So a lot of like cliche
That's how you know
jokes.
you made it.
Yeah, a lot of cliche jokes on the Facebook page. Like
Oh, let me see.
someone says like, "There goes my hero."
Oh, no.
A lot. You don't
Low
want
hanging
comments.
fruit. Low hanging fruit.
Yeah, exactly. On my Twitter, I'll show you on my Twitter. You see this
Twitter.
all the time here. Yeah, Twitter roasted. So this was something that you saw everywhere, and you'll understand why. Are you ready?
I know in that whole Linkin Park thing, somebody commented. And said,
another confession to make.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. So
Oops.
yeah, that's everywhere.
Wait,
Obviously.
Beef, when that Linkin Park thing happened, someone commented and said, "In the end, it doesn't even matter."
Yeah, I know. People always using those
And that
lyrics.
got a lot of ha-has.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of ha
A lot of ha-has.
I know. Let's see. Some people wrote, never expected him to do something like that, but at least he's going to be a loving, supportive parent for the new baby. So you got a lot of women like literally commenting, being like, either women who've been cheated on or people have been cheated on who knows that pain, and you're like, fuck this guy. And then the other people being like, well, actually, he's a really good guy, and at least he's going to be taking care of his dad. And like, really? That's all you got to do? Is make this kind of statement?
Be a parent? Yeah.
Look, Paula said, this is how a decent man handles a situation like this.
Decent.
Yes. Now, a lot of ha-has on her
A
comment.
lot of
A
ha-has.
lot of ha
Yeah. Anthony, who's married, said, no offense, but I believe that's an oxymoron. Anthony's an OG streamer. Like another woman said, yeah, a decent man who cheats on his wife, seriously. So again, people are upset by this for sure. And David McFarland wrote, I find it insane that people are accepting this just because it's Dave Grohl. If it was a normal person, not famous, the internet would have eaten him alive. But I don't think that's the case. Someone else made a comment that I think made it spot on, and that was he got ahead of it, right? And then this is what a politician, this is what our politicians
You didn't get ahead of it. The baby's born.
Well, no, before anyone find
here.
out. So Kim Lucas wrote, get ahead of it before it could be used against him. Smart, right? So he made the statement before it became public knowledge. No.
Come on.
He's not getting threatened.
It's public knowledge now.
Here's a fun fact about Dave Grohl. This is not the first time he cheated on his wife. He cheated on his first wife as well. Now
he's got multiple wives?
No.
He's had multiple.
This is his second wife. This is second wife now, and as of course, the public opinion is that he had an adulterous affair. But what if that's not the case? Maybe they could still technically been in an open relationship, and then he just messed up by getting his mistress pregnant. But one other person I saw online pointed this out, in the best internet way possible. And they said his old ass didn't have no vasectomy.
Word.
That's a quote. That's a quote, right? And I'm like, yeah, dude, you're Dave Grohl. You got the money. You already got a bunch of kids. If you're gonna be messing around, you get the vasectomy so your goo's not a fighter.
Your
Goo
goo.
fighters?
Yeah, you don't want to be goo fighters,
Fighters.
Yeah,
Post that.
Oh my God.
it's a clip.
You'll get a lot of ha-has on Goo Fighters.
Yeah, so I got Lisa here. She's upset. So it doesn't matter whether he's famous or not. My neighbor has 5 baby daddies. Jesus.
Word.
Yeah, that escalated quickly. Manny said, point of the story, if you have a bunch of money and you own up to your mess and did the do right after the wrong, you're good to go. I mean, in the court of public opinion, yes. Dave Grohl, still considered one of the coolest guys in the music industry. Yeah, probably.
No, he's trash.
Well, see, and there's going to be a lot of people who are on that, side of the fence. But I feel like they can forgive him. I think they will forgive him. The internet forgets quickly when it comes to shit like this. Yeah. Especially if he starts posting pictures of him and his extended family.
I think what hurts is when he says I'm trying to gain back their trust.
Yes.
You fucked.
Well, and I will say this, okay? So that does insinuate that there's not an open relationship, right? And that this was something that was done behind the back. I actually have, here's a funny thing for all the Dave Grohl fans out there.
Oh, no.
This is opened Instagram and immediately hit with Dave Grohl admitting he cheated on his wife, and this is what they did. All right, so another thing. There goes my hero. Watch him as he hoes. Another funny one that I saw and had to repost. The internet had a lot of fun with this. And then this Ryan Mitchell Everywhere System said, if Dave Grohl can cheat on his wife and have a kid, and Lincoln Park can hire a Scientologist, then I could commit a felony. No more rules, right? So with that logic,
Free
I don't.
for all.
Yeah. Potentially.
there.
So. Yeah, that's some of the Dave Grohl stuff. So while I have my Instagram page open, let's move forward from the Dave Grohl thing. I just want to show you how ruthless the internet is. This
I wasn't ready for that.
This made me laugh out loud so much. Okay, and so let's talk about how ruthless and savage the internet is.
I thought Ed from 90 Day Fiance was bad.
No, okay. So this guy.
You know who I'm talking about.
This guy, Rooster the Goat, is somewhat of a social media influencer, has a following because obviously the dude's charismatic. You look at him right away and you're like, what the fuck is that? Right? Okay, so he gets he has some good news to share with his followers. The good news is there is a Culver's or something that invited him to be at the ribbon cutting of their new place.
I love Culver's.
There you go. I think it's
cheese
Culver's.
curds.
Something.
Oh, so good.
Okay? But the comment section is where the real party's at. Get ready for this. Are you ready? Check this out.
I'm sitting in a Toyota 4Runner, bro. Bro, y'all never guess what this is. You'll never guess what this is. Hey, y'all, check this out. I got the official word. I can say something. I can say something about it. Ribbon cutting. I'm going to be at the ribbon cutting. I am a celebrity guest at the ribbon cutting February the 7th at 11:30 for the Crumble Cookie event. The opening, y'all. I'm sitting in a Toyota 4Runner,
Yeah.
bro.
So again,
Wait, was that the thumb from Spy Kids?
Oh, yeah.
I
So
wonder how tall he is.
brutal. So just
Not
a
the job
reminder.
of the HUD
I
as
gotta
soon
look
as
him
you
up.
open
I gotta
the
look him
comment
up.
section.
The internet is savage, and seriously, when I came across that and that first job of the hut hit, it was game over for me. Everything after didn't even matter. I was just like, that job. I was like, dude, that's spot on. That is spot on.
The gif of Patrick with all the Krabby Patties.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
That was a
yes.
nice touch.
Yes. Yeah. The guy looks like he has no bones.
No. He was in such a hurry to get to work this morning, he forgot to put on his neck.
He forgot.
Yeah, but I am a new fan of that. Actually, I follow a lot of people like that on Instagram. If I come across somebody who is beautifully unique in a way, I'm like, that's a star. And you'll
151,000
It's a good way to put it. Beautifully
followers.
unique.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start saying that.
You should for every ugly person you see.
Yeah.
Don't ever call me beautifully unique. I will punch you.
This is not the same person.
Home
What's that?
opener. We're waiting on
Rooster
the
the Goat?
beautifully
Yeah.
unique beef
Maybe
to show up.
Maybe
to our
Rooster the
meeting.
Goat retweeted it.
Bro, how is there multiple people that look like this under the same name? I mean, no, this guy's got a neck, but it's like, that's not him.
I'll tell you what, I've been called a thumb before when I shaved my beard.
The thumb?
Yeah, I shaved my beard in the Super Bowl bet with Schmonty, and I was about probably like 20 pounds heavier, at least. Not a good look, and it was a bad time, and so yeah,
Was
a
it
lot
unique?
A lot of people called me a thumb.
Beautifully unique.
Said I looked
you
like
might
a
say?
thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was beautifully unique. I grew a chin right here, and now and Lisa's saying I'm so cute, and I appreciate that, Lisa. It's literally because I have a beard and I'm wearing black. That's 100% what it is.
Yes, queen.
Yas.
Slay.
Slay.
So slay.
You gotta get back to work there, Ken.
I don't know what I'm going to do today. I got to cook some pork bellies. I got a meeting at 2:30, an interview at 4.
And what's the interview for?
A job applicant.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Not
so
that kind of interview.
in a kitchen or a front of house?
Kitchen.
Okay. What are some of the questions you ask somebody who's applying for this?
Oh my god.
Yeah, because Ryan will be looking for a job soon if he keeps growing on his hair.
I'm just curious how you interview a chef. Like, do you
Yeah.
Yep.
do you make them cook or do you like?
There's a stage component, but the 3 interview questions I ask or take me through 3 recipes.
Okay.
One of it is Caesar dressing, one is hollandaise, and one is demi-glace.
If they say they don't like grind up anchovies, is that the wrong answer?
Yep.
Yeah.
If they say you go to the walk-in and you get the container marked Caesar dressing, I was like, I don't think this is for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Because Caesar
those are
dressing,
recipes that you expect them to just know. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, they're like go-tos, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
Let's see.
essentials.
Oh yeah, don't forget about this guy. Anthony showed me. Speaking of necks, like let's not forget about.
Oh, God, it's getting better.
Yeah. Well, you probably remember this guy, as Anthony reminded me. He's a
Did I
Florida
tell you
man.
I
as
got
well.
lost on the internet watching the Paralympics midget badminton.
Oh, shut up.
It's
That's a thing.
Wait.
It's like small bad.
I think I've just taken over this podcast.
Google it. Google it.
I will. But we got to talk Tucson Roadrunners here coming up. So I know. And I don't think they want that
hard
affiliation.
switch. You want to do the badminton, though, don't you?
Yeah, no, we're gonna see that. We're gonna see that before the end of the show.
we'll get there. We'll get there.
There's the neck guy, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Picture's too small, unfortunately, Anthony. But thank you.
Well, because it happened in like 20.
Yeah, Rock 102.1 KF, man. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents as we're hanging out here on the podcast broadcast, going down a lot of rabbit holes, having a lot of fun. And as you may remember, we do have our friend Ryan from the Tucson Roadrunners. He is a game ops manager. Yas Money and I, we all work for the team, and every year we get excited not only for the season announcement of what games are going to be happening at the TCC, but what are some of the themes and some of the fun that you could bring out your family and get involved in this season for the Tucson Roadrunners. So what do you got for us, Ryan?
I have the whole promo schedule right in front of me. I highlighted my favorite stuff. Obviously, I told you October 19th, opening night, we got our red carpet walk with the players. We'll have a tailgate.
Nice.
Military Appreciation Night, like always, November 9th. Hockey Fights Cancer. We got the return of Swifty Night.
Oh,
Swifty
that
night.
was a banger.
And
Yes, let's wait.
actually,
Slow it down.
December 13th.
Before we move forward, because that Taylor Swift night, anything Taylor Swift related, is a massive success. And having people come out to be able to make their friendship bracelets. There was a lot of people that came out to Swifty night. A lot of family, a lot of daughters, fathers, daughters.
I took over the sing along because I knew you wouldn't do.
Yeah. Here's a fun fact about
sing along.
this is how
We need to
massive.
do that more often.
This is how massive that Taylor Swift is. Okay, so she was at the U.S. Open with her fake boyfriend, Travis Kelsey.
They're under contract.
Yeah, they're under contract. And during the U.S. Open, they played this classic song from the Darkness, right? And I'll play you a little clip so you know exactly what song I'm talking about here. This, I believe in a thing called Love, which was, a huge hit on rock radio because it sounded like a throwback song. It sounded like this. Oh, and I scrubbed ahead too far.
Touching you, touching me, touching you,
All right, so that's good. So she's rocking out, right? I believe in a thing called Love. We know it on KFMA. We still play it on the station. She sings one line of this, goes viral. That song right now is the #1 rock song on iTunes.
Shut
Yes,
up.
just like that. Just like that. Top of the Billboard all over again. It's a resurgence in the darkness thanks, and that's the Taylor Swift effect. So Taylor Swift night again is one night for the Tucson Roadrunners?
December 13th, Taylor Swift's birthday. Bob was very excited to plan it for that date. Yeah, very excited. He was like, you're never gonna guess. We're doing Swifty night again, and it's her birthday.
Bob Hoffman, the Tucson Roadrunners president, secretly a Swiftie. Yeah,
He's definitely a Swiftie.
All right, so beyond Taylor Swift night, what are some other cool events that's happening?
Follow that up with Teddy Bear Toss the next night. Always a favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Star Wars night, of course, bringing that back December 28th. I'm excited. I was able to get beach night to return. So we're doing beach night again.
Yeah, those beach towels were awesome.
That'll be January 25th. Hockey is for everyone again. First Responders night, of course. We play March 16th, so we're going to do some St. Patrick's Day stuff again with a little St. Patrick's Day tailgates.
Nice.
Bringing back country night as well. Going to do a little collaboration with, was it Country Thunder?
Yes, Country Thunder.
What are you collaborating with Country Thunder?
Yeah, now you got Chef Ken's attention. He's back.
I'm back.
We're doing country night, April 5th.
Bring your
TCC.
grilled cheeses.
Bring your grilled
we do
cheeses.
Country Thunder, so it's a really cool deal, and I didn't know they had a Tucson tie-in. That's nice.
No, we're gonna collaborate with Country Thunder and now Sexy Grilled Cheese too. We're gonna make that happen.
Are we gonna have tickets give away for Country Thunder at the Roadrunners game? That would be massive.
I believe that's what we're trying to do.
Oh,
so stay.
yeah.
I mean, that's not until April, so
Look,
it's in the works. But
I've never been.
I'll tell you this right now.
I've also never been.
I will tell you.
I'm
going to tell both of you right now, and I'm telling all my listeners because you don't have to be a country fan
No,
to
that's what I've
realize
heard.
the party, the rager that Country Thunder is, and you see the behind the scenes there. You're slanging out a bunch of grilled cheeses, but it is like seriously.
I'm actually
I've
feeding
seen a lot.
security. That's my contract, so it's
Okay.
140 meals twice a day.
Yeah.
and then we're done, and we go see all the headliners. But there's some campsites that are like risque.
Yeah, tons of hot, like naked the people pretending to be cowgirls, right? Just drunk off their ass from morning into the night, just going nonstop. Our buddy DJ Iceman, he DJs the after parties there, so he throws like little country raves. I mean, it seriously is like Coachella
I gotta talk
with
to that guy.
huh?
My RV parks right next to that tent.
Oh, nice, yeah. So
Oh my god!
it goes nonstop. Yeah, it's an all night, all weekend thing. So yeah, Country Thunder night. And what else?
And then Fan Appreciation April 19th. One thing I'm excited for, we got $5 Food Fridays this season. $5 beers and hot dogs.
Okay.
You know I love a good hot dog.
Yeah, on certain nights. We just did
Lizzie.
On Fridays,
the average is,
Lizzie Goblin.
Whoa. Hey, we're on air, dude.
look, $5 hot dogs and beers. Is that a combo? Or just $5 each?
I think it's $5 each.
Look, so that's $10 total. And I'll tell you this right now. We just did a list of the average price of a beer and a hot dog for NFL games. All throughout the stadium. Yeah, it is on average $20.
Right.
On average. But there are places where it's even more, where you're spending like $15
I went to a
for
baseball game this season and made the mistake of ordering 2 doubles. It
Oh.
was $70.
$70. So $35 for a double cocktail. See, that's why I keister fifths.
Concerts
I
are
walk
the
into
same.
stadiums like I'm waddling.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't care. I'd rather take
I'm
that
popping
pain.
edibles before I go to sporting events from now on. Just write it out.
All right. Yeah. So, anything else on the theme nights here for? Oh, Manny on the stream and Dave Redbeard is asking about beef cheap seats. Are we gonna do that again? Do you know?
That's a conversation for Bob.
Okay.
Um,
Did you just boo that?
Yeah.
Oh, booed
Why would you
beef
do that?
cheap seats?
I think she was booing Bob.
Well,
No. No.
That's fine. You can do that.
Of
Ooh,
anything that has to do with beef.
Okay. Well, instead of calling beef cheap seats, right? Can we call them Yas ass warmers, right? Because that's what a seat is, right? It's a and it rhymes.
Just call it Dusty's Nest.
Well, dude.
Well, we already have the party nest.
Yeah.
Nah.
Can't confuse
Oh,
people.
I thought it was just Dusty's section. I didn't know
Dusty
you guys
has the
called it
kids club, okay? Let's not get carried
Leave
away
Dusty
here,
for
all
the
right?
children.
Look, let's be real. I've been hosting my own show now in this market for about 3 years, and besides Chef Ken, kind of a big deal in this town. So second biggest deal in this room. Second biggest deal in this room.
Okay.
He's got control of the mic that makes it more important.
Yeah, that's true.
Got the dump button.
I can turn the mic off. What'd you say, Chef Ken? See, you didn't say anything because I turned it off. That's most poor man in this room. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Anyways, lots of things to look forward to this season. Tucson Roadrunners. Lots of theme nights to bring out the whole family. And the big news is single game tickets go on sale today. So at 10 a.m. today, TucsonRoadrunners.com. Go ahead and pick your seats. Get the best seats in the house and be ready because we have a great time each and every game. And it looks like our team is stacked, ready to take another run at the Calder Cup. So we need your support to go out there, make it super loud and super fun for all of us. So let's go Tucson. We'll keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. More with this entire crew right after these words. Rock 102.1 KFMA.
I'm just Beef's hater.
I know. Why you hating?
Beef's biggest hater.
Beef's biggest
Rip, Rip Bozo.
We could call it a Yas and Beef cheap seats.
Yas and beans.
Yeah.
Yas and beans.
We could have a fake wedding on during an intermission game. People
During
like
Swifty night.
Then
yeah.
you'll never get any
Beef
play.
and Yas are getting married on Swifty night.
You say I'll never get any play?
Yeah.
I'll just pull Dave Grohl, baby.
Oh.
So, yeah,
It's a thing now.
And then Beef can put out the statement. This
yeah.
time.
In all fairness, and unfortunately,
We just start like this whole WWE type of like scenario where just like we got scenes going on in the show during the game.
yeah. Then
Oh, we
Dusty
should-
comes
yeah.
in and said,
We have
I've been
storylines.
having an affair with Yas this whole time. The whole thing falls to shit. That would be great. I know. I'm excited about it.
The 24-25 Roadrunners season, we're just gonna make it into a reality
Yeah.
show. Yeah.
Storylines. A lot of them.
Storylines.
Here's a
That's
Let's
why you have
pitch
to,
it. We'll
and that's
pitch it
why
to Netflix.
that's why you have to be at every game because it's the storyline, the plot thickens every game.
we could figure something out.
You can't miss an episode.
Nope.
You're gonna be lost.
I know. Is our entire crew coming back for this next season?
What do you mean by crew?
Like
Which
all the
crew?
behind the scenes crew, our crew?
As far as I know,
Yeah.
are you in?
I'm in.
Yeah, is you in?
I don't know. This is the first time I've talked to you in like a year.
This is the first time I talked to Beef since the season ended.
Oh,
Told him he's uber irresponsible. Look at the hair.
I know.
I went irresponsible. Stopped talking to everyone.
Do you remember
Well,
when
I
his
need a-
hair?
I need
Remember
a
when his
break.
hair was like
I-
slicked back?
Yeah.
Remember? He was Purple Ryan.
No, he got
Purple Ryan.
his
Back when I was
haircut
just-
got his job.
Just
wee
a wee
little
lad.
Baby,
Just a wee lad.
You're a wee little baby.
I do have to be the heel in this relationship, so maybe you should attempt to marry Dusty, and then I'll come out and say that I'm pregnant with Dusty's baby.
Dusty has more play than you. So.
I know. Do we have slingshots?
Yes.
No.
So we have slingshots, and I'm trying to figure out if we can use them. But we acquired
Bro.
t-shirt cannons from Howler.
Oh yes.
T-shirt cannons.
Okay, so with
And
the
I just don't.
That's
I
too much
don't-
for the TCC.
That's what
much
I
for the
don't.
TCC.
I don't know if the TCC is big enough for t-shirt cannons.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but I really
because
want to use them.
they fire off. But if we
Well, 'cause
shoot,
I feel so bad for poor Hannah and Sarah
Bro.
after the slingshot
That
exploded.
slingshot.
I know. So we'll catch
Ouch.
people up. So what happened was, since we're an AHL team, we couldn't afford the cannons, right? The T-shirt cannons that you see at these major games. So once you realize Dusty, who is awesome as a mascot, has a terrible arm, couldn't throw the T-shirts. I told Ryan, I was like, we got to figure
They
something
have
out
to
quick.
throw it over the nest too, or over the net.
Well, yeah.
over the net,
so
yeah.
so we got slingshots. The slingshot was a game changer, right? Made it super fun. Everyone loved them. You could shoot that thing all the way to the very last row. So we were doing that. Now, one night, it was a weeknight, so I wasn't there. The girls are holding the slingshot. Slingshot snaps.
Oh no.
And then just smacks Hannah right in the side of the face. She thinks she got concussed. Definitely had a little welt. Got fucked up.
Bro, it was
Remember that
printed
out
in
clip
her
from like
face.
Amazing Race where the watermelon hits that dude? Yeah.
It was a girl.
Yeah.
Adorable girl too. So just a small little adorable girl got knocked upside the face, and she kept doing her thing. She kept her game face on in front of the crowd, which was good.
Some people didn't notice,
Yeah,
to be honest.
yeah.
So that was a good thing that they didn't notice.
Yeah, it's not as embarrassing as one would think because people don't really care. But then we still had the slingshot. So now that the Coyotes are no more, if you go to the TCC, you see behind the scenes, you'll see the Coyotes truck parked at the TCC.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh yeah, now we have acquired pretty much all the leftover shit.
I had to go up to Phoenix and drive that down.
Yeah, so you had to get everything that the
Yeah.
Coyotes left behind, basically, because Tempe was like, hey, get this shit out of here. You guys are no longer. And so, this is basically the closest home to it. And now we're housing all of the Coyote stuff that they use for their in-game. What else? What other cool
Did
toys?
we get the mascot too?
Yeah, Howard's still
Actually,
around.
we don't know.
Oh.
We do not have it.
Ooh.
And Lakin actually, she doesn't know. She doesn't
Wow.
know where it went.
So what do you
MIA.
You think
MIA.
You
The guy
think
took it.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be like someone stole that jersey out of Brady's locker room after the Super Bowl.
pretty much?
You get
Well,
an investigation going, roll the cameras back.
look at it like this. Howler, the mascot, was obviously a well-known mascot in the Phoenix area. They make bank doing appearances. What if the guy just kept it and was like, I'm just going to do a little side hustle?
A little
right?
side hustle.
Yeah.
What else we got? We got Howler's little motorcycle, like electric motorcycle. Dusty is very excited about that.
Oh, boy.
That's cool.
Um,
Yeah, so he'll be able to ride the motorcycle around it?
Yeah. Well,
On the ice?
oh, Dusty should.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That sounds dangerous.
I like it.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm in.
Yeah,
Sounds dangerous. That's-
What other toys we got?
the t-shirt cannons, the motorcycle, bunch of new costumes for Dusty too. That's
Nice.
exciting. Trying to think in terms of like what I got. There wasn't too much that's.
Oh, I'm sure.
got,
you know what's
You
cool about
got-
this?
You got your job.
Yeah.
Well, besides that, I'll tell you this. This is what's
Now,
cool about
the
this,
Coyotes
right?
used to have like this massive inflatable beach ball
Yeah.
that I don't know if we have it or not.
That people can
but
get
that-
inside and be on the ice?
No, but it
Oh.
was
Not
you
a
know, you
bubble
inflate
ball.
it, put it at center ice,
Yes.
and then like you gotta like
And you
knock
did
it to
that
the other
game.
side.
Yes, you did that game, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I have the video. I can find it somewhere. I got laid out.
Right. So
The beach ball hit me, and I hit the deck.
basically, I'm like, dude, let's look through everything that they have. See what the stuff they did on
inventory.
ice that was cool.
We did bring a trailer back from
Mhm.
Scottsdale that I've yet to go through, but I know that there's some good stuff in there.
Yeah. And then utilize that to kind of bring those NHL style like budgeted games that we could do this season on the
Yeah.
ice. It would be super fun. As long as you don't keep booking all these little dance crews to
Oh, that's
take
not
up our
me.
time.
That's not me.
I know it's ticket seller.
We got to make money, beef.
If you ever want to go to a hockey game, Ken, you let me know. I got you.
Nice.
Yeah. I kind of got a connection at TCC. I went
You know
to
a guy?
yeah. This.
I'm that
dialed
guy.
in.
I'm that guy.
No. Every single every single security guard is, and I think what helps is the leftover In-N-Out gift certificates, the gift cards I have.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what I would do, right? So we give out In-N-Out gift
Don't
cards.
give out your secret.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I would
Hey,
grease
there's
palms.
people listening to this.
I know,
okay?
but
Be
I
careful,
grease
be careful.
palms of the security guards, right? Because they're working hard. They're
Yeah.
not getting paid that much, right? So I
That's
appreciate
the guy
them.
that needs a burger.
Yeah, so if I have an extra gift card, I say, hey, here you go. And they love it. So anyways, fast forward, if I ever want to feel like a quote-unquote celebrity, I just go to TCC. So I went to the Tucson Comic-Con. All right. Tucson Comic Con, they lock that shit down because it's a big money event and you better have you know this, your wristband, everything like that. So I'm walking up. I got my transit tee. I got a full transit tee.
Nice.
I'm walking up and they're like, sir, you can't bring that in there. And I'm like, oh, but and they're like, oh, beef. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, fist bump. I'm like, cool, what's going on? Just like boom, like and then just go to SIP to go try to find the will call. Now I'm walking with my daughter and everything. Every little step, someone's like, excuse me, sir, I need to see your. Oh, it's you. Okay, go ahead. Carte blanche, dude. Anywhere I want to go in TCC.
I felt
all
like
the
that
time.
too during the Sugar Skull season. I just like walked in and they were like, "Ma'am, oh yeah."
Yeah. I had this. I had the girl that I was seeing, and she came to the game, and she had this big purse, and it wasn't a clear bag or nothing like that.
Yeah.
And they're super strict on that shit. And so she comes up, and security's like, "Sorry, you're gonna have to walk that back to your car," and blah 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 blah. And I went up, and I was like, "Oh well, she's with me." And they're like, "Oh, she's with you? Okay, yeah, go ahead. Here's her AR-15 back." You know. Like, all right. So super nice. All right. I want to pull up this video as I know, I'm stupid. So stupid. Not as dumb as this politician lady, but you know, it's illegal for weed in Texas still. Do you know that?
There's a
That's
couple
not
states
surprising.
that are still.
That one tracks.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but there are, well, I'm going to reset this on the air here in a second. And I don't necessarily usually play political campaign videos unless it involves
I
someone
thought you were
smoking
gonna
weed.
play Valentina Gomez.
Who's that?
Oh, you can't play that on the radio, but I'll show you who that
Okay.
is.
All right. So after this, show me that, and I want you to tell me about your hometown that's being like burned up right now with the cartels.
Oh,
Yeah.
in Mexico, yeah. No.
Yeah, we'll get that here in just a second, but let's get on the air for a short break. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out with a bunch of people in studio. Got Yas Money, Ryan, the game ops manager from Tucson Roadrunners, and of course we got reigning defending Iron Chef champion Chef Kenneth Foy from Dante's Fire. And we got Iron Chef happening on October 5th. Real quick, I just want to share this with you. I know that the presidential debate was last night. Not going to talk about that. We do know that President Trump is going to be having a rally at the TCC, I think, tomorrow. So, you know, Tucson's like a hotbed for political activity for sure, for whatever reason. You know, in Texas, they outlawed marijuana.
What is this?
So,
I
look,
mean, watch the second.
here, I'm gonna share this video with you.
If
This
I've
is
ever seen a
what is
campaign
going on
ad.
here?
Yes. So let me set this up for our FM listeners. Now, I don't get into political campaigns unless it's somebody that's running for office that is using weed as their platform. In Texas, they outlaw weed, and Sally Duvall, she's not a fan of that, and she wants people to vote for her so she can legalize weed. And she put together a campaign video where basically she's just getting stoned throughout the entire thing. And all different types. She starts with a joint, moves on to other things. Check this out.
My name is Sally Duvall, and I'm running for the Texas House of Representatives. You might already know what's in this, but do you know who has no idea and no way to test it? Law enforcement. They arrest people every day for marijuana possession, but they don't have the funding to test if it's illegal marijuana or a federally legal hemp product. Our laws are confusing and unclear. While marijuana remains illegal,
Yeah,
She is classy.
She's
Yeah.
She's holding
in.
it like a
She is
cigarette.
leaning in.
Yeah. And so she gets more relaxed as her video proceeds because she's smoking it while she's talking about her policies, just
So
being coolest person in the room. Let's continue.
for most Texans, hemp products that can get you high, like Delta 8, Delta 9, and THCA, are being sold at more than 7,000 retailers statewide. Our Lieutenant Governor, he wants to both regulate and ban these products. Now, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that you can't do both of these things. Fortunately, we don't have to choose between safety and legalization. We can and should have both, but it's going to take leaders who know enough and care enough to do what's right. My opponent doesn't, which is a real shame. Not only will legalization and regulation help support our small farmers and medically complex Texans, but the tax revenue could be used to help fund education, public health, and mental health services. So here's the bottom line.
Check out
Texans
Bong.
should have the freedom
You're
to consume
lying.
these products if they want to. You can visit my website to read all about my common sense policy. I'm Sally Duvall, and I believe it's high time for change in Texas.
High time for changing Texas.
Exactly.
That is a great
I
tagline.
want to be your friend so bad now.
The coughing.
I need to
in
meet
the
her.
Background.
Yeah, and considering this is such a gangster move in many ways, and not just the slow motion of her toking a joint or hitting a bong at the end of it, but it is illegal for marijuana use in Texas. She's doing it openly on camera and then spends money to advertise that through all the Texans to vote for her.
Plot twist: she got arrested after.
I'm sure her house got raided.
Plot twist, he was shot in California.
Yeah. All right, we're continuing the conversation on the podcast broadcast, wrapping things up with the beef tip right after this. Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Oh, that's gonna be the next.
So you've never
headline.
heard of Valentina Gomez?
Who's Latina Gomez? So I gotta look. Is it Latina? Like she's coughing for like 5 seconds here. Hold on. Here, hold on.
Beach in Texas.
The whole thing is just like coughing for 5 seconds at the end. It was smooth. So yes,
Is she an independent? I'm guessing she is.
she's got to be or Democrat. Texas. She still had she was hitting all the all the markers though. She had to have that cool
Hitting all the joints.
country twang. You had country twang background, right? You had slow motion badass shots.
Such a classy little bong.
Yeah, it's such a small bong.
Just
It would have
for
been
her.
great if she had like a big ass gravity bong.
It was fitting, you know.
It was, yeah.
Where was
It
her
went
trophy
with her
husband?
still
kitchen.
felt like Texas.
It went
you
with
know?
her kitchen.
It did go with her kitchen.
Where was her trophy husband?
He was holding the camera.
Where's the 2.5 kids and the dogs? And
Sally Duvall. Who am I looking up? Okay, so
Wait, I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to find the one that made her go viral.
okay.
She is running for something. Anyways, she made this thing where it was like, "Don't be weak and gay."
Okay. That was her whole like campaign. Don't be weak and gay.
It says,
What's her name? What's her name though?
Valentina Gomez.
Yeah, Valentina.
Listen, man, she says some pretty off the wall things. I'm just gonna let you know
Well,
right
that's not
now.
that is not as fun as I think I've seen this woman before too. Yes, and yes, you showed me her before as well. Yeah, and she's uber right, but Latina, and yeah, she's
the
going with
thickest accent you could hear.
right. So everything
Listen
about
to
it's
this
kinda
accent.
fake. You put it to the microphone, dude.
And I only fear Jesus Christ. I am fluent in multiple languages. Graduated college at 19 and earned my MBA in finance from Tulane University at 21 with full athletic scholarships.
She
full athletic scholarship.
Listen.
Wow.
and her thing is right now, she's just listen.
No, she's just a grifter, dude. People just jumping on the bandwagon there.
She got
it's
like
easy money.
45,000 votes wherever it is that she
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
in
What
Wisconsin.
state is that?
it?
Wisconsin.
No.
Yeah, it's Wisconsin.
Is it Wisconsin?
She
Yeah.
does not give Wisconsin at all.
No,
Oh.
no.
No, you're right. Okay, so tell me about what's your hometown? Because are you from Sinaloa?
So my mom is from Culiacan, Sinaloa.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
And-
what? was it?
Culiacan, Sinaloa.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
have you ever
okay,
heard
okay.
of Mazatlan?
Yeah, I just went there
Okay.
this summer.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so Mazatlan is maybe like 4 hours from Culiacan, which is the capital of the state.
Okay.
And so it is essentially cartel land. They caught El Chapo in Mazatlan,
Yes.
which is the last time he was seen there. But anyways, so right now, El Chapo is in custody.
Yep.
So the people who were running said business were his kids,
hmm
and his kids were pretty much running the cartel or whatever.
They caught El Chapo's son too.
So yes,
Okay.
but the drama is that there are still other big heads in the cartel.
Right.
One of them, who was the story goes that El Chapo's kids like trapped him in a trap,
Mhm.
got him on a private plane, and brought him to the U.S. to get charged.
Yes.
And that is El Mayo.
Yes.
So that-
Elmayo basically he's the one that said, "Hey, you tricked me to see me."
Yes.
His lawyers are saying the same thing.
Yes. And
Yes.
so El Chapo's in custody, El Mayo's in custody, and those are big heads.
Yes.
Okay. So the betrayal is because El Chapo's people pretty much snitched and trapped El Mayo. There is a territory kind of war going on right now, and like they're retaliating. So El Mayo's people are going after El Chapo's people, and there is just a war going on.
And that's
right
happening
now. And the
in the
city
hometown.
is in lockdown. No one can leave. People that are trying to go to work.
How do I spell that city so I can pull it up on Twitter? No, legitimately, because I want to see.
No,
because
I would not know.
So
of course not.
Yeah.
so it's CULIACAN.
Got it. Let's see what the Twitter's saying. Yeah, it's not looking great.
So people that are still trying to go to work, you know, they take the buses. One of the buses got showered in bullets this morning, and like people are just, you know, they're bystanders, and they still have a job to go to, you know, and so the city initially has to go into lockdown.
Yeah, they're in the middle of a war zone.
Yeah.
It's a war zone that's just not that far away from us, and
Right.
it's not necessarily being reported on in the mainstream.
No, so
American
so
news.
the thing is that they'll say this, and they'll be like, you'll see it in social media, but like if reporters go out and do like a national news, they go out and they go after the reporters, and they kill the reporters.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
they're not reporting it. Well, what the fuck are we
No.
doing?
like-
All right, let's
Yeah.
get on the air here. Sorry. I forgot about that, man.
It is.
All right.
It's sad. It's
yeah.
really sad.
All right, we go. Rock 102.1 KF, man. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're almost out of time. Before we leave you, though, I want to give you a beef tip. When was the last time you guys were on a vacation? Vacation. Chef Ken, yeah. I mean, you're a workaholic, dude. And look, I understand that I just had a staycation, and it was cheap-ish, but you're still spending much money. I think a lot of things that prevent people from going on these great exotic vacations is because it costs so much. Well, I actually have a beef tip of affordable vacations that you could take real quick. And this is a quick little list. Like, so Costa Rica, my dad always claims that for like $100 a day, I could live like a king, right? This is the most expensive on the list with $116 a day, but it's a good choice if you want to explore Central America on a budget. Costa Rica is a cheap vacation, but these next 5 are kind of the best place where you can go where it's tropical and it's not going to break your bank. Indonesia, they got over 17,000 islands to choose from, and you can have a great time for only about $60 a day.
Wow.
Yes. You're talking cheaper than Nogales, you know, like it is super cheap. Argentina, with their inflation is so out of control, which sucks if you live there, but good if you want to like visit, because it's going to be super affordable for you. And Argentina is a very beautiful place. Portugal is your best bet if you want to visit like Western Europe on a budget. That's the affordable one. South Africa, the flight isn't cheap, but once you get there, everything else is. And this number one on the list, I know this for a fact because Rico, who works with me, who I know, you know, is not rolling in dough, went to Vietnam, had one of the most amazing adventures and vacations. And when you go to Vietnam, this not only is this Anthony Bourdain's like favorite place, right, on the planet. He would
That's on
document
my
this all the
bucket
time.
list.
Yes, you can go there. The most expensive thing is going to be the plane ticket. Right, and it's really not that much if you plan ahead, and then from there everything is dirt cheap. You can literally go and live like a king for as little as $30 a day.
Wow.
$30 a day, and if you want to be like a super king, $60 a day.
I can be a king.
You could be a double. You could be a king and a queen. $60 a day. You're talking about all the food, all the beverages, all the shopping. You know, all the like monkeys running around in jungles and all the sightseeing and all the atmosphere.
I don't know if you necessarily want to go there right now.
Why? What's happening right now?
I believe they got hit by a cyclone last week.
Whatever, dude. By the time your flight lands. You know, it's going to be cleaned up-ish by then, and it'll be $25 a day.
They got power wash.
Price just went down, dude. Yeah.
You got to get on the ground first.
Get on the ground. Seriously, Vietnam, you know, continues to be beautiful. It's the current setting for season 40 of the challenge. And so, yeah, they have all the different...
Season 40.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation. But
I feel
so,
old.
yes. So if you want to, again, don't be afraid to get outside your comfort zone, and it doesn't have to break your bank. So feel free to explore the world. And I'm saying this to you, Chef Ken. I know you got some pennies like saved up. You've been working your ass off. You deserve a vacation after you get your third Iron Chef victory.
90-mile-per-hour winds, Vietnam's the place to go. Parasailing at your own risk.
I'm okay with that.
Fair enough. All right. Well, that's all the time we have for the show. Don't forget, here in about a minute, TucsonRoadrunners.com. You can get your single-day tickets for the entire season. Check out the exciting schedule that was just posted. And don't forget to check out Dante's Fire during Sonoran Restaurant Week. For $35, you get their fixed menu items. That's all part of Sonoran Restaurant Week. You can check out that menu at SonoranRestaurantWeek.com or just check out Dante's Fire online and the Grilled Sexy Cheese Company. Iron Chef is happening on October 5th. You can get your tickets for that event at KFMA.com. And that is all the time we have for the show. But I'd like to thank our panel for hanging out and thank you guys for listening. Tomorrow morning, we'll continue to give away tickets for Green Day. Till then, Robin Nash is up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later. I nailed it. Nailed the dismount. Yes. How dare you?
No stutter this time.
Yeah.
But if you've been
As long as the cartel don't see this podcast, I think we're okay.
knock out all your teeth.